Hey, VC Jack here. Welcome to Vinyl Martini. Been a couple of weeks. Didn't have anything to show basically, but did some record shopping this week on Tuesday, and today I went to the record fair in Sydney, and I got a bunch of records. I'm not going to show them all. I'll show you what I got earlier in the week in Nanaimo, and that is up in Rachel's Ghost Country. Did not meet Rachel again. One day. So, got a pile of records that I'm going to show you. Before I do that, though, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Ed. Ed's from Connecticut, and his channel is On My Turntable, and he only has 180 subscribers, which is criminal. He's got a great channel, really nice guy, great collection, and I think he deserves more subs for sure. So why don't you check him out? I'll leave a link below. Sub him up, send him a comment, give him a like, all that good stuff. So anyways, like I said, I got a bunch of records, and why don't we start with some sort of country rock, I guess. Got all sorts of genres to show you, but I was really excited to find a copy of this. This is Roger McGuinn's album, Cardiff Rose, 1976. There's the back cover. Recorded after his stint on the Bob Dylan tour, and a lot of connections from that tour here. He wrote, I think, 4 or 5 songs with Jacques Levy, who co-wrote songs with Bob Dylan on the Desire album, and produced by Mick Ronson. Of course, Mick Ronson played on that tour, and a bunch of guys that backed the tour as well. Rob Stoner, Howie Wyeth, Kim Hitchcroft, I think, played sax. Again, fantastic record. I am on a big Birds kick. I'm on a Roger McGuinn kick for about the last 3 years. This is a beautiful copy on the old boring Columbia label, but that was this has been on my radar for a long time. Americana, country rock, whatever you want to call it. Very happy to get it. I had to pony up for this one. This one cost me $15, but I think it's well worth it. So Roger McGuinn, Cardiff Rose. Got some rockers on here, some country rock, and some folkier stuff as well. Here's an album by a band that I consider a second-tier southern rock band, but this is the Outlaws, 1982. It's called Los Hombres Malo. Like I said, 1982. They're on Arista on this. Maybe they were always on Arista, but I love this cover here, and it looks like there's no synths on here. There's no electric drums or anything like that. So southern rock, country rock. I've got a few Outlaws records, and like I said, I always consider them a second-tier record, but they are a second-tier band, but they are a pretty good band. The Outlaws, 1982. Next up, double record from Willie Nelson and Leon Russell. It is called One for the Road. Basically, one disc is Leon, and one disc is Willie and his band. But this one was $10, great condition, and love Willie Nelson, love Leon Russell. So really, really happy to get this one. One for the Road. Yeah. Of course, I'm a big Charlie Daniels fan. This is one of his earlier records. It is called Night Rider. Nice gatefold. From 1975. And it is, I don't normally do this, it is on the green Kama Sutra label. So I've got probably about 8 or 9 Charlie Daniels records. I always pick them up. This one was like $3.99. They're so cheap. Great southern rock, the Charlie Daniels band, and his early stuff from the 70s is great. Some kind of tails off in the 80s, but that's all right. Next up, Dave Edmunds, pub rock, I guess, from the UK. But this is a record that I've never seen before. It is called Dave Edmunds, Subtle as a Flying Mallet. Dave Edmunds is a great guitar player. Like I said, he was in the pub rock scene, big friends with Nick Lowe, Elvis Costello, and the boys. This is from the Best Buy series, and this one was, again, $3.99 in mint condition on the orange RCA label. So looking forward to giving this a spin. Produced and engineered by Dave Edmunds in his own studio. In 1975. 75 was such a good year. I think Steve, A is for Alice, B is for Bob, C is for Celery. I think he showed this record a couple of weeks ago, maybe. This is JoJo Gunn, Members of Spirit. This is on Asylum Records from 1973. So this is my first JoJo Gunn album. So I'm doing it. Steve rarely steers you wrong when he hypes up a band. So JoJo Gunn from 1973 on Asylum Records. Next up, Dwight Twilley, a little bit of power pop. And to tell you the truth, I thought this was a Dwight Twilley album I don't have, but I do have it. I didn't check my phone. But this is a fine power pop record. He used to hang out with Tom Petty back in the day when those guys were struggling in LA. And the great Mike Campbell is playing guitar on here. Good record. Make a good gift for somebody. Dwight Twilley, and the album's called Jungle from 1981 or 1982. Do they have a date here? 1984. Make a liar out of me for 3 years. Dwight Twilley. Next up, I think I'm completing my 70s output from this band, and this is Savoy Brown, Skin and Bone from 1976. Probably they sort of tailed off from their earlier output, but I know that people in the UK have a lot of difficulty finding Savoy Brown records, and they're not scattered about everywhere here, but they seem to be easier to find, and they're well priced. So you can pick up a Savoy Brown record from anywhere from like $6 to $12. So Savoy Brown, Skin and Bone, some nice British blues rock from the boys, from of course featuring Kim Simmons, the mainstay of Savoy Brown. I've been trying to boost up my 80s output, my UK 80s output, and I do not have very many records from this band. It's the band that gets accolades from the VC all the time, and this is XTC. It is called Beeswax XTC, some B-sides, 1977 to 1982. I only have an EP from XTC, and I'm trying to boost my XTC collection. This was a free record as part of another series of records. I forget what the first album was called. This was a free album with that first record, and of course the first record was not there in the bins, but I picked this up for $10, so looking forward to listening to some XTC and seeing what all the noise is about. I used to have Drums and Wires, I think, but it disappeared many years ago. I don't know what happened to it, but I always liked that record, and happy to check out some more stuff. Talking about 1980s post-punk, I got turned on to the band Magazine by Mike, PC31. Mike, where are you? Haven't seen Mike in a long time. I don't know if he's given up the ghost or whatever. Mike, come on back. We miss you. Anyways, this is Howard Devoto from Magazine after he went solo. The album is called Jerky Versions of the Dream. This is a French press. I think it is from 1983 on Virgin Records. So happy to find this. It was $7.99. A steal at that. Beautiful copy, mint copy. So Howard Devoto of Magazine. Magazine is such a great band, and it's hard to find a Magazine record on this side of the water that is not priced below $40. Howard Devoto 12-inch. I think this was $4.99, and this is his song called Rainy Season. Rainy Season on side 1 and Rainforest on side 2. So another Howard Devoto 12-inch. I only collect 12 inches. I don't collect a lot of 12 inches, but when it's an artist I like and they're decently priced, like $5, I'll pick one up. So looking forward to this. This is a British press as well, so lovely. Howard Devoto. And I guess this is my grail this is my grail of the buying spree. And this is David Sylvian, of course, from Japan. This is 1986 release, Gone to Earth. It is a double album, and I've got quite a lineup on here. David Sylvian, who do we got? Robert Fripp, Phil Palmer, John Taylor's on here. Bill Nelson plays here from Bebop Deluxe. Yeah, those are the big names on here. Steve Nye produced it, and Steve Nye plays piano. Steve Nye from Elvis Costello's band. So very, very happy to have this. I've got all Japan's material. I'm trying to pick up all the David Sylvian records. They are hard to come across in good condition and a good price. And this was a clean copy. It doesn't have the inners, so it was priced appropriately, I guess, at 20 bucks, but very happy to find this. Yeah, fantastic find. David Sylvian from 1986, Gone to Earth. So that's all I got for this version. I am going to do another video 3 or 4 days. I'll show you what I got at the record fair. Give Ed a view, give him a sub, and we will see you in a few days in the next video. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, add a comment. Always happy to hear from you. Till the next time, guys. Cheers.